Hello everyone, Akash here. If you're personally thinking to buy a BMW or Mercedes or any other Germany cars, personally, I have BMW for last 15, 17 years. I've been through like at least 5 BMW. This one is the 7 Series. I bought it about 2 years ago. So there's a few things I learned over the year that I'm going to give you 5 tips. If you're considering yourself right now, you're thinking, should I get a BMW or Mercedes? And it's generally Germany cars about the same. So 5 things that I learned over the year that you really should consider before you go to the dealer or anywhere you're going to buy that car. So let's get the first thing I would say, never buy a brand new BMW because like depreciated value on those cars is so fast. Give you example, this is 7 Series 750 Li M package, the one I'm sitting right now and making the video. This one, when it came out in 2015, and this was like M package, so there was like $95,000 with the dealer fees, tax and everything. It would cost you $100,000 to get the brand new. Of course, brand new car feels great driving, and also all those things, like you don't have to worry about to fix or anything. Great. So that would cost you $100,000, 750 Li BMW 2015 M package and everything. But I got this car 2018, only 30,000 mile in it, 29,000 mile in it. So there was a pre-owned, and it cost me with the tax and everything around 50,000. So half the price. So that was like $50,000 less in just 3 years, only less than 30,000 mile. So whoever bought this car brand new and drove it for like 30,000 mile, it cost him $50,000 just for 30,000 miles to drive. And it doesn't matter, you get 3 Series, 5 Series, 7 Series BMW, that comes with 50,000 mile warranty in the manufacturer warranty. So even I got this car 2018, 3 years old, less than 30,000 miles, so you had the manufacturer warranty in it. So you don't have to worry about it that like you're not gonna have the warranty. So that's the first thing. You never buy a brand new BMW unless you're really rich, you don't care, you just like to change car every year, then that's different. But I'm just saying average person, like living in the US, living in New York, and a lot of other expenses you have. So you have to think about it. You could 30,000 mile is gonna drive about that brand new car. Okay, it's not gonna be any much. I don't think it's gonna be that much different driving it, that brand new car driving and 30,000 miles 7 Series BMW. Again, 5 Series, 7 Series, 3 Series, whatever you're thinking to buy at this moment. Second thing I would say, if you're thinking about to buy a like used BMW, you see it in a car dealer, you never buy a BMW more than 75,000 mile in it. Reason I was saying, before I had a 5 Series, then I had the 740, then I had a 750 Li, then I have the 750 Li again. So I always had 5 Series or 7 Series. I never had a 3 Series. But some of my friend has 3 Series, and they said when they bought the used car, because 3 Series, a lot of young guys, they drive those 3 Series. So they drive rough. Young people, they drive, like really rough. And those cars, even 75,000 miles, you're gonna see a lot of issue with those cars that you need to fix. Of course, it's comfortable, drive nice. You're driving a BMW. So the 7 Series more like a little bit older people drives, I would say, and they drive much more careful than a young person. So when I bought the 5 Series, I had some issue with that car because it was like around 70,000 mile in it. And even the 740 I had some issue. Every time I see the BMW goes over 70,000 miles, 75,000 miles, maybe the sensor goes wrong or some other thing goes wrong. One time, ABS module was wrong in my car, and those are very expensive thing to fix. Every time something you need to change in these cars is cost like thousands of dollars. So you have to think about it. If you're buying a used BMW at this moment, and that car has a 75,000 mile or more, and you're gonna finance that car, and gonna have 5 years like payment, plus the maintenance of the BMW is much higher than a regular Japanese car. It's at least 20-30% higher than a regular Japanese car. So you're gonna pay all that money, plus you're gonna have finance car, you're gonna pay full coverage insurance on that car, plus if you have to pay thousands of dollars to fix that car, that's not a good situation to be in. So I would recommend, if you're gonna buy a used BMW, it might cost you a little bit more, but if you're gonna get it like 30, 40, 50,000 miles, not more than that. Try to get as low mileage as possible, because this way, even if you got a car for like 30 or 40,000 miles, less likely that car, if you're a decent good driver and you do regular maintenance on that car, less likely that car gonna have any issue until 75,000 miles. Again, most the common thing I see gets bad in the cars, BMW's experience I had, that the sensor goes bad, some sensor gonna come up, need to be fixed, or you know, like some other thing goes wrong. But every time something goes wrong, it costs thousands of dollars. You know, third thing you should consider, you never buy a BMW. With some people before you, whoever drove that car, they changed so many things. They changed the rims, maybe they changed the radio system, or maybe they changed few things. You never want to buy those cars because you never know what they change. And if that car, you know, every time if you had a warranty in that car, every time you change those things, that voids the warranty on that car. So that's the first thing. And also, when they change those things, ride quality is not gonna be the same anything. You know, you might put a bigger rim in that car, it might look nicer, but the ride quality, you know, it's not gonna be the same. Then you're driving a BMW, you're driving it for comfort, you know, you want to feel good about it, you know, you go long drive, you're feeling good, really nice smooth ride. But when you change all those things, you know, it's not gonna be the same. So if somebody changed those things, you went to a dealer, it looks nicer, but you never buy that. I give you an example. I had the 5 Series. I went to a dealer to bought it, and that car, regular 5 Series 525, and somebody put M5 rims in that car. You know, the ride was horrible. It looked nice, but the ride was horrible. You know, it was horrible. It was so uncomfortable. So this is the other thing. It might look nice, but think about it. If you're buying the car for comfort and, you know, nice and smooth, never buy those things. And because, you know, you're putting a different rims or different something in that car, maybe electric system might go bad. Even put a bigger rim on that car, maybe some other thing gonna go wrong in that car, and it's gonna cost you thousands and thousands of dollars to fix it. So I don't think it's worth it to buy a car with some other stuff in it. The fourth thing I would say, when you're buying a used old BMW, you know, especially if you're buying a BMW over like 5-6 years old already and has like a high mileage, if you already bought that car, or just you thinking about it, it's so cheap but it's in a higher mileage, you're thinking, you know what could be wrong. But if you're going to buy that car, and you know, you always gonna turn on that car, because most of the BMW that I personally experienced, they have issue like burning oils. You know, it happens so often. Even like 7 Series, those are expensive car. I don't know how this manufacturer, you know, they make those cars and they having that issue. Like 7 Series V8, they always have the issue with the burning oil. Like if you go over 70,000-80,000 miles in it, some of the car, you know, so if you start the car, leave the car on for 15-20 minutes, if you're thinking about buying a car, and see in the tailpipe, you know, any smoke comes out, you know, like a smell, you could smell it, and that's when it's burning the oil. And if it's a burning oil, you want to avoid, you know, stay away from those cars, because those cars, if you know a good mechanic, they don't have the equipment to fix that, and that might cost you $3,000-4,000 to fix that little rubber thing you want to change, but it's just so hassle and it's gonna burn oil. So you want to stay away from. This is why I'm telling you don't want to buy a BMW or a Mercedes or like over 70,000-75,000 miles. You know, maybe there is a car you find that wanna drove that car, and the car, you know, the guy always took care of the car and has no issue. So you got to be lucky to have that. But always, if you buy something more than 75,000 miles, just turn it on, see everything working, you know, make sure it's not burning oil or leaking oil. You know, like you turn it on for 10-15 minutes, you could see under the car if it's not leaking oil or anything, because it's gonna be, or anything on. Like if you drive the car for like 20-30 minutes, drive it for 20-30 minutes, see any sensor and anything coming up. If you see any of those signs, you want to stay away from those cars, because especially if you're gonna finance that car and it's gonna cost you thousands and thousands of dollars, and some of them is so expensive you might not gonna have the money to fix it, or it's not worth to fix it, you know. So this is why you gotta check it, double triple check before you buy that car. Thing I would say, let's say you buy a BMW, even if it has a low mileage, I would consider like have a second car or something, you know, like, because I have few cars myself, but you know, like I don't drive the 7 Series every day, because you know, New York, the traffic is so bad. You know, those cars, like if you're gonna drive it every day, more likely the maintenance is really high. So you know, like you're driving it every day, most likely something gonna go wrong, and definitely is fixing those cars is really high. So you know, if you drive like 1-2 a week, or every week, maybe 1 or 2 days, that's what I do. That maybe drive 1 or 2 days a week. So this way, you know, even the car, like if you bought a used one, and you know, like, so this way you're gonna put in less mileage in it, so less depreciate value on the car, less mileage. And also, like if you have a second car, is better. So this way, you know, that less likely this BMW is something, you know, like gonna go wrong on that car. So you know, like you don't have to worry too much about fixing it. And if you have low mileage, even better. So you know, that's the thing you should consider, because you know, like I don't drive it every day. Even I bought this 2018, this is 2020, end of 2020. I'm just regular maintenance, oil change, and just changing the brakes, and just it's perfectly fine. So like if you're driving it every day, and then like most likely just drive normal, I would say. Don't drive crazy, because I see a lot of people that drive rough and crazy. Then you have to change even the braking. If you're just changing all 4 brakes or rotors, and those are very expensive the BMWs, compared to regular other cars. Or if you're even doing a regular oil change, the 7 Series cost me about $130 to do oil change. So like I'm just saying, so just think about those things. Maybe you have a second car, so this way you're putting less mileage, so you're gonna have less issue. So hope this video was helpful to you. And if you have any question, there's so many things about BMWs that I drove the last 17 years. I had some good experience, some bad experience. Anything maybe I left, I didn't put in the video, so you could always ask me in the comment section. I will try to answer it best of my knowledge. So take care.